How old are you?
82.
You don't look 82.
That's awful because I'm 82 and this is the way I look.
Did you have any pets when you were growing up?
Yes,
What kind?
a dog,
How many?
one. His name is Toby.
Oh, that's a cute name. Our dog's name is Cody.
Cody? Ah.
Toby Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Does he do tricks?
Yeah, he chased cats.
Did you live in a house or apartment?
We lived in what is called a flat. It's similar to an apartment, but it's a flat.
How much rooms does it have in
I think about 8.
it? What was your room like?
It's huge.
How big?
Oh, about 12 by 14 feet.
A closet?
Yes. Big enough where you could go hide in.
Did you have a bunk bed?
No.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
One brother, one sister.
What's their names?
Marvin and Mary. I'm the middle kid like you. You like
What
that?
did you want to be when you grow up?
An airplane pilot. I thought that was so cool.
I don't know what I want to be.
You don't? Well, keep thinking about it. Eventually you'll come up with what you think you want to be.
Do you have any children?
One.
What was he like growing up, or she?
Huh?
What was she or he like growing up?
She was a little angel. I used to call her my little monster, but she wasn't. She's very good. Her grandmother and her great-grandmother and grandpa used to love her and try to spoil her, but we wouldn't let her be spoiled. And right now she's a beautiful young lady with a very good career.
Does she have any children?
Not yet.
If she does, what would you like them to know about her?
I would like them to know everything they can about me. About my side of the family, where we came from, what we did. Unfortunately, she can't meet anyone. My grand could probably only meet her aunt, her grand aunt, but I would like them to know everything they can.
Even though you're old, can you still ride a bike?
Sure, I can ride a bike. I have a bike at home.
Thank you for the questions.
You're quite welcome.
First question, what kind of clothes or hobbies, slang terms were popular when you were a teenager?
Cool. Can't really remember that many terms.
Okay, what about outfits? Like, what do you guys wear?
Fatigues, engineering boots, motorcycle jackets. See, yeah, really. The dress back in the 40s was the zoot suit.
Oh, I know those.
You saw them before? We didn't have it, but we didn't wear it, but back then, that's what all the guys wore. They thought they were cool in their zoot suits. Back in the 70s and 80s, they had a lot of leisure suits. Have you saw leisure suits before? Bell-bottom pants.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I've seen those.
Square toe shoes with heels. That's what we had back then.
The bell bottoms were popularized by disco, right? Because a lot of disco artists wore them.
Everything, what goes around comes around. Bell bottoms was back before was cool.
Any famous dances? Like, did you guys have any dances like to do?
Yes, the bump. Oh gosh, can't think of this one, but it was Mexican type move. Yes, can we go back off a lot?
What about hobbies? Did you have any hobbies you like to do other than math, other than engineering?
My hobbies were, I'll say, cycling, running, playing football, baseball, playing chess. I love chess. I still love going to movies and collecting soundtracks from different movies.
So what would you say your favorite soundtrack would be, like favorite movie?
I would say Picnic.
Picnic?
Old movie.
I'll have to check that out.
You're going back so far. Because you asked when I was a kid. You asked, that's what he asked. Picnic, Alfie, King and I, things of that nature.
What was your most favorite thing about school when you went to school?
High school or college?
High school. Okay, no, high school.
High school, I was on the wrestling and the football team.
That's cool.
And also the gymnastic team. And that's, being an athlete was real cool.
Probably got the girls, huh? Since you were athletes.
I went to an all-boys school.
Oh, okay. What position did you play in football?
I was a guard and I was a quarterback.
What about baseball?
Baseball pitching.
Pitching. Did you play basketball?
No, my kid brother played pro basketball. No, he didn't play pro, he played basketball. And refused to go pro.
What was your favorite teacher?
Her name was Gordon. This was in high school. She had a son going to school at the same time. She was very, very, very strict, but fair.
What subject was that? What subject did she teach?
She taught English. I think I had her all 4 years.
I know that. Did they still have corporal punishment in schools back then?
Yes.
Did you get corporal punishment a lot?
No.
Okay.
Because if you get punished, back when I went to school, you get punished at school, you get punished at home also. You got home.
So you were one of the good kids, huh?
Had to be.
What were your friends like?
All of us were pretty much the same. We're kind of neat. We hung together. We go cycling all over Chicago. We just kind of enjoyed ourselves. Enjoyed growing up, going to different places, Lincoln Park, Lincoln Zoo, going to Forest Park, fishing for crawdads.
Would you say that you were a ladies' man back then?
No,
No? Okay.
that didn't come until later.
What was your first job?
My very first job was, I was a paper boy.
So you don't...
I delivered papers to different people's houses, and on Saturday I go try to collect the money with a wagon full of papers. Well, I'd say I started when I was about 8, and we also went to the supermarket and hauled people groceries home in our wagon, and we got paid for it. It wasn't a thing about being a job. It was a thing of doing something that you wanted to do to make some extra money.
What was your favorite job?
In my entire life,
Yeah, your favorite job.
being a purchasing director for the Sheraton Corporation.
For the what corporation?
Sheraton Hotel. Rocky. Coolin. From 1960 to 1972. That was the favorite.
Growing up in the 60s.
No,
So you grew up in the...
I grew up in
So
the 40s.
growing up from the 40s and through the 60s and on, were you a big part of the civil rights movement?
No,
Did you
never participated in it.
did you watch the I Have a Dream speech? Martin
Oh,
Luther King's I Have a
are
Dream.
you kidding? Sure.
What would you say was the biggest event in civil rights history? Like the biggest event that's happened
In the 60s,
in the 60s?
most tragic is when Martin Luther King got shot. The event is, the biggest event itself is when he tried to organize all the people into one, whereas at that time we had Elijah Muhammad who taught racism against the white man. Martin Luther King's idea was that we're all equal, and therefore we all should be treated the same.
Remembrance of like, because later on in the 60s, there was also the psychedelic age when new drugs were being introduced, like cocaine, LSD. Do you have any recollection of what that used to be like?
Yeah, LSD was a very dangerous drug. It would have people hallucinating. Myself, as far as dealing with drugs, no, I didn't have any desire for that. But most people did.
So it was more of the younger generation, right? The younger people?
To an extent, yes. But it wasn't just the younger ones. Some of the middle-aged also experienced it.
What big world events were most memorable to you growing up? A big world event.
Unfortunately, it was the Korean War.
How come that meant so much to you?
Because I served in
What branch did you serve in?
U.S. Army.
What kind of heroes or role models did you look up to?
Models that we looked up to back when I was a kid was Joe Louis, Superman, Batman, the Lone Ranger,
The real one. A real life.
Well, we didn't know the
Oh.
real one at the time. Sylvester Washington. He was a very famous detective on the South Side. He was so famous he could tell you that did something wrong to go turn yourself in at the station, and when he got there, you would have did it. My grandfather didn't care for him much. It was his nephew because he said he wasn't acting like a police officer. See, policemen serve the community. And when they stop serving the community and become aggressive, then they're no longer a police officer. They just a thug with a badge.
That's all the questions I have.
The most difficult thing of growing older is not being as active as you might want to be. Coming up with different little things, and a lot of it stem from when you were younger, some of them as you get older. The most rewarding thing is all of the knowledge that you acquire along the way. Pursue your dreams. Never let anybody deter you from your dream or tell you it's impossible. You pursue it, pursue it, pursue it. Take advantage of what's given you if it's good for you. Difficult and stressful experience. If you don't let them dominate you, you learn from them. Getting a divorce merely because we had a kid. Other than that, I had very little stressful. She felt that I wasn't there as a husband and father because I was working, but when you're in middle management, it's hard to, especially at the job's end, and another one begin, you can't just take off when you. Yes, not being a workaholic, spend time with the family. Yeah, a couple of them. I should have stayed in the military for at least 20 years so I could have retired at the age of 35. I should have went to Northrop Aeronautical Institute, but I had a chance to go, but I just could not see tying myself down to 8 hours a day in a class and with only 2 weeks off in the entire year. But in order to become a aerospace, engineer in 2.5 years, that's what it took. Now, I wish I could have, or would have. I did make. Yeah, I started looking at the world different. Started looking at the world with loving myself. It's so easy not to.
And you didn't for a while, and then you started.
I meditate a lot. And I learned not to worry about things that I cannot change. And only change the things that I can to better my life. People worry about things that they shouldn't. And by doing so, they usually stress themselves out. If you just, I can't change this, so I'm going to make the best of it. You
If
just
you can change it, then you do.
right,
But if you can't,
work around it.
how do you set your bar and what do you choose to stress about or worry about?
I don't worry about it.
Nothing.
No, you just don't worry about it. It will work out eventually.
Okay.
Jesse Aguilar, Naylor, July 11th, 1935. I worked for the University of Missouri at St. Louis
Okay.
at the Mercantile Library as a security officer for about 17 years.
Do you plan on retiring anytime soon?
Not in the next 20 years.
Okay. Good to know. You'll be there. You'll be there when I go.
Died 2 years after I was born, giving birth to my kid. Died the day after. I don't know.
You were 2 years old. Did you miss your mother? Or no, because you were so young.
Right.
5 times.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I was gonna...
Twice. First time 1977. Second time 2003.
Did you have a big wedding the first time?
No.
No?
I talked to my second wife. The first wife, I don't talk to her as much. She remarried.
What's your daughter's name?
Keely.
Keely Naylor.
Time on
Okay. Anything you'd like?